Last week I shared what was, to be fair, an absolutely exceptional client case study, where even though I'm always telling prospective clients that you've really got to give SEO at least 3 to 6 months to start working, but preferably 6 months to a year to see the real results, this client signed up and within 6 weeks were absolutely smashing it on Google, literally on page 1 for loads of their core commercial keywords. Now that really is the exception. A lot of agencies will lock you into a 12, 18-month contract, something like that, to ensure that you actually stick around for that long. We don't do that. We've got a simple monthly subscription that just renews every month. But we really do reiterate that if you cancel after month 2, then you're just shooting yourself in the foot and throwing that money away. You really want to see that whole campaign through to completion, where generally over a long enough time frame, we do very regularly see very good results and ROI. Now, of course, this absolutely gleaming case study of getting from 0 to 6,000 monthly visitors within just 6 weeks of signing up with me, of course, that always raises questions and suspicions. Loads of fake gurus out there. And of course, I'm using Google Search Console, which has got loads of client details on it. So I did have to chop and blur and do lots of things to that video to keep that client hidden. Obviously, we respect our clients' privacy. And also, it's just generally a good idea. As we've seen in the latest March update, with lots of gurus and case studies being de-indexed, it's very important that I do not publicly reveal who my clients are. But despite all that, there was some feedback that I'd faked this. It were disguised girl 8 days ago. Absolutely fake video. Total audio is not with synced lip movements. Yes, I admit I have had a few bugs with my video editing software. I do 2 videos a day, so it's never perfect when I hit publish, but most people say the content that I actually do deliver is really good, even though if the production quality isn't great. And every news stats are cut out video clips, not reloaded. Jesus becomes Satan. So I just calmly replied, yes, you should also see my moon landing if you're into those kinds of conspiracies. But my point today is, I admit it, you see these case studies and there's also the sense of, is this a spike? Is this actually sustainable? I've had loads of cases in the past where a site had really taken off with a steep graph, but it never lasts that long. So obviously I've got maximum focus on this particular client, what's going to happen with this. So we can see when I recorded that video in the previous 3 months, that site had got 2,530 clicks. Well, I can tell you now that that client has actually received that same number of clicks in just a single day. So on Saturday, the 16th of March alone, not in the past 3 months, just on the Saturday, they got 2,311 clicks. That is a Google Search Console number, not an Ahrefs number. So it's the most reliably accurate metric we can get. So if we want to look at long-term trend, we can see there's been a massive addition to this spike. So when did I record this video? 8 days ago. That takes us back to the 9th or 10th of March. So it appears after publishing that video, there was a little bit of pullback. Like I say, SEO is very volatile. Typically, most clients who start with us will see a bit of a jump and then a bit of a pullback. That's partly because we do focus on high quality backlinks. And when building backlinks, you always encounter what's known as the Google random document algorithm. So that is patent number 8. And what it basically says is, when you start doing SEO, when you start getting backlinks, they'll initially actually drop your ranking slightly. And this is basically a trick to kind of try and catch you out. Google doesn't want you manipulating links. So the idea is if they penalize you for a link initially, you'll panic, remove that link, and then Google has got you exactly that. They know you've been manipulating links because you placed it, you didn't get the results you wanted, and you removed it. In reality, proper earned backlinks shouldn't do that. So the thing to do is just ignore it, keep building links, and then you will get the result for that link. And you will get a positive upswing because Google has seen you didn't react badly when they responded negatively to the link. Therefore, it is an earned link, even if it isn't, and they've therefore propelled you to a new high. So we see that time and again with my clients. There's a little uptake, then some pullback, and then it takes off. Basically what lots of people call the Google dance. And that's exactly what we've seen here. So that peak on Saturday, the 9th of March, 919 clicks, and then a bit of a drop, but then very quickly propelling on to a new height. So from Saturday, the 9th with 919 clicks to Saturday the 16th, just 1 week later exactly to 211 clicks. So this is a massive increase on that previous case study I shared. So I extrapolated that to say this site should get 6,000 visitors a month. Well, now if it maintains that 2,500 visitors per day, then what's that? 80,000 visitors per month. If we take that 2,311 times it by 30 days, then we have 70,000 visitors per month. So absolutely right to be skeptical about case studies. I certainly am. And like I say, when I see a spike like this, there's always that question of what's the long-term outcome here? But so far, so good. My initial explanation was an absolute underestimate. We've now propelled that to new heights. So I can't really add anything I haven't already said in the previous video, but take it from me, I'm just as skeptical as you are. I know I use clickbait headlines and thumbnails, but I like to think the content I produce is absolutely genuine and sustainable. If you want to learn more, go to seojesus.com. I've got a range of options for you. If we just scroll to the bottom here, we've got our popular Done For You service. So that's content and backlinks, exactly what this client had, which has now got them up to 70,000 visitors per month. I've got one-to-one consulting options. I don't tend to push that too much because I need to keep my time clear for all the free content I give you. I've got my upcoming membership, the Mastermind, where for just a couple of $100 per month, you'll have 2 regular group coachings with me per month, as well as a load of other resources and a community of experts working in the field, testing things out. But in the meantime, if you're not ready for either of those, just go to the Ranking Revelations newsletter and I'll send you some emails with my latest and best tactics.